students, welcome to the class. Today I have brought some important HOTS question from the chapter Life Processes, and the topic for today is respiration. So let's get started with the question number 1 of the series. The first question says oxygen in the lungs ultimately reaches to the alveoli of the lungs. So alveoli are the sacs where the oxygen reaches, and here the gases exchange also take place. Next question is, during forced expiration actively contracting muscles are. So as you know, diaphragm is a sheet which helps in the movement of the rib cage, the expansion and contraction of the rib cage. External intercostal muscles are attached to the diaphragm and the rib cage, which helps in the movement of the rib cage while breathing is taking place. But it is asked about the forced expiration, means exhalation. In that case, abdominal muscles are forcefully contracted so as to expel the excess amount of air which has built up into the lungs. Question number 3, in which part gaseous exchange take place in rabbits? Okay. So here the question is asked regarding rabbits, but consider this as mammals. So this may be a way in which the questions may be asked. So gaseous exchange only takes place in the alveoli and the tissues. These are the only places where the gaseous exchange take place. Tissues contain the carbon dioxide rich fluid and the carbon dioxide rich blood, and the alveoli will contain oxygen rich blood, and because of the diffusion pressure differences, the gaseous exchange will take place. The next question, the most important function of diaphragm of the mammals is. Look students, here the diaphragm definitely divides the body cavity into upper compartment and the lower compartment. Means above the diaphragm you will find the thoracic cavity is present, and below the diaphragm you will find the abdominal cavity is present. This might be looking at the right answer, but option B is to protect the lungs. This is definitely not the answer. To aid in respiration. Respiration, when we talk about, it may be the cellular respiration, so diaphragm does not act into it. And to aid in ventilation, look, diaphragm is attached to the intercostal muscles, external and internal intercostal muscles, and they help in expansion and the contraction of the rib cage, in which they help in expulsion of the gases which are filling up the lungs. So in this particular question, aid in ventilation will be the answer. Okay, I hope you have understood the logic behind this. Question number 5, the structure which prevents the entry of food into respiratory tract is. So pharynx is the junction between esophagus and the trachea, larynx is the voice box, and epiglottis is the flap over the glottis which prevents the food from going into the windpipe, right? Epiglottis is the correct answer. Our next question is, respiration is the physiological process in which. So I hope in these options it is very clear that breathing, external and cellular respiration, all the three, they occur while physiological process of respiration take place. Next question is, rate of respiration is directly proportional to. Look, if oxygen is high in the blood, you may not require to breathe, but if the concentration of carbon dioxide increases in your blood, then definitely our body require more amount of oxygen for the process of respiration to continue, and that is why the option B will be the correct answer for this particular question. Next question is, if a man moves from sea level to Mount Everest peak, then, so if the man moves from sea level to Mount Everest, first of all the atmospheric pressure will decrease, which reduces the oxygen level in the atmosphere, and because of the oxygen level decrease, his breathing will definitely increase, and when the breathing will increase, the pumping of the heart will also increase, and that is why the heartbeats also will increase. So in that manner, option A will be the appropriate answer for this particular question. Next question is, hemoglobin is having maximum affinity with. Straight away you cancel out the ammonia, but out of these three, you may find oxygen may be having maximum affinity, but you should know hemoglobin is having maximum affinity with carbon monoxide. Means if carbon monoxide is available in the vicinity, in the blood or in the tissues, then the hemoglobin will quickly bind to carbon monoxide. So, next question and the last question of the series is, when carbon dioxide concentration in the blood increases, breathing becomes, look, when carbon dioxide concentration becomes high, definitely we feel suffocated, and because of that we start breathing fast so that more amount of oxygen can be taken inside our body, and that is why option number B is the appropriate answer for this particular question. So, that is all students. In this manner we have completed one part of the HOTS questions, and I hope these questions were logical, and also you might find such questions in my coming up videos. So, please subscribe the channel and share it with your friends and relatives so that more content can be viewed by you. Thanks for watching the video.